His throw incomplete.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Going to run again here with Pollard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The Niners at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
This defense for the Cardinals, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, 49ers. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Tank Dell to return it from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Second and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Look at this Niner defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. I like this focus there, because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Open man right side is St. Brown. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Looking to throw, Pickett. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kenny Pickett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot...
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Trent McDuffie in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Set. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because of that quarterback Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here to Kmet. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to Robinson. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Richie Graham. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Herbert. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Back to throw, Pickett. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They find some open field. There he goes, right side. Amon-Ra St. Brown racing to the end zone. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 84 yards. point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Flushed out right. And this one too low.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
5-9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To the air again, Herbert. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain. Still a ways to go, though. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Baylor Tigers.
They snap it to Herbert. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Pickett. Looking for... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Amon-Ra St. Brown with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Wolf on now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Cardinals nothing.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Set. Go.
Here's Herbert.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Running right, it's Pollard.
Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Wolf on now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. Then the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that meant...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Herbert now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Baylor Tigers.
At the 2-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Steps away. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Robinson. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Here's Pollard again. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 160 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Off play action. Pickett. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here taken in by Knox. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tony Pollard with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Niners have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Ready.
Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
21. Set.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Play action. It's Herbert. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Ram.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And out of bounds right around the 20.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got his man, Dell. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Kaplan. Go.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Arizona.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Wolf on now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Niners 49, Cardinals 22.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Then the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Crowd right.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10.
5-9. Set.
Herbert off of play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Wolf on now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 63, Cardinals 22.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the 49ers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.